Tank is basically a really big flex.
Never seen anything like that before.
The plants really do all the talking here. When the light hits them just right, you see the rainbow.
Oh, he is upside down. Wow, and this one. Good day, everybody. Welcome in. Today we are here in Houston, Texas at Aquarium Design Group. ADG is an amazing retail gallery, design and install and service company. And we're about to show you this beautiful space. Let's go. Okay, as we walk in the door here, we are greeted with, introduce yourself. Who are you?
Hi everybody, this is Hiep Hong with Aquarium Design Group. I am the in-house aquascaper and glorified water change boy here. We're going to do a little quick walkthrough of all our display tanks out here in the gallery, which I help maintain. This is a UNS 180U to greet everybody at the door. Features a strong driftwood heavy layout that Jeff did with Hakai stone. Lots of mosses on the wood. You'll find some riccia here as well, which you don't see too often anymore. And some really beautiful African butterfly barbs. Stock is a little low. We just started this tank not too long ago, and we're still doing some heavy initial maintenance on this. So still a work in progress, but
also excuse the glare because there's windows everywhere, so you'll see a lot of glare on the tank. So apologize for that.
But the ambient natural lighting is nice here in person. So
I love the smell of this place too, the incense.
Oh yeah.
What's through here?
So here's our dry goods room. This is where we've got all of our products, pre-made tank setups for sale too. So all of our with the pricing, all of our systems include
all the hard
everything
goods
there, even down to like the wire loom that covers up the wires all nicely and everything. We include all of that. So dry goods room, we also have a pop-up collaboration with the floriculture, which is really cool. They bring in house plants every week.
That's cool that they refresh you every week, right?
Yep. Yeah, we get a fresh stock every week of it.
Let's do this tank real quick because it's so cool.
This is
more glare, but it's fine.
A UNS 40C, so it's a 40 centimeter cube. Features just a really simple hardscape with some driftwood coming out and coming down all the way from the ceiling, just covered in tillandsias and other air plants. Got some monstera here as well, some hydrocotyle at the water surface, and then just some anubias. Really simple layout, but very effective and definitely a favorite when people come in here.
Yeah, you can't really put a light on this either.
Yeah, that's the whole idea. It actually makes the maintenance super easy. I never really, knock on wood, never have any algae issues because of just the ambient lighting from outside lighting this tank. Because the main star is here, which is well lit anyways. So we can talk a little bit about this countertop tank real quick.
Yeah,
it's got nice house plants surrounding it, and then just a simple greening style hardscape here. Anubias, mousses, and Ricardia. Very simple. Got some of the variegated Anubias pinto in there, which looks really nice and seems it does well in a low energy environment like this.
As I come here, the spices gets more like planted by the second because you got some cool billetes here, you got some Hoyas here. So yeah, pretty cool. All right, on to the next big tank.
This is a 150 centimeter, and main feature here is going to be just this really beautiful mossy wood. We've also got some actually, bread and butter fish. These are Harlequin rasboras, brilliant rasboras. We like to kind of highlight some of these kind of common fish.
Yeah.
You don't really see them this colored up, this size, this healthy, and so we like to highlight that. Bring attention back to fish like these, just your classic Harlequin rasbora.
This is like your typical, just like regular branch.
Yeah,
it's not like something very special, is it?
No.
Yeah, so it just looks like a regular branch off a tree, not your typical hardscape.
Yeah, I feel like it's really about having vision and just, you don't need the most craziest pieces of wood or anything like that. The plants really do all the talking here.
Yeah. All right, on to the next.
Moving down this row, we've got a pair of UNS 45Ts. So it's a 45 centimeter tall. We'll get to the macro tank in a little bit, but this is a fresh layout featuring
Hakai stone.
Yeah, your classic Hakai stone. It's a really clean setup. Doing well so far.
No fish yet.
No fish yet. Still brand new.
And that's the other one. Let's just skip these two for now, and then let's just run into this one right now. You just fed this one.
Yeah, so I just fed these pipefish. These are red striped pipefish. One of the things about them is they are a little bit hard to feed because their mouths are so small, and they like to graze all day. So I'm in a unique situation where I can be pumping this tank full of live baby brine shrimp all day. This is also my first solo tank out here at ADG in the gallery.
How long have you been here?
I've been here since August.
August?
So,
Yeah.
7 or 8 months now.
Wow.
It's been a dream. Absolute wild ride. Features a lot of macroalgae, which I was at Reef Stock Denver a couple weekends ago. So I came home with a lot of really cool macros. Just loaded this thing up. So we've got some caulerpas, gracilarius, blue hypnea here. Just a red ogo.
How often does that tank get mistaken by freshwater?
Pretty much all the time. Like that's kind of the feel I was going for here and at that contest out in Denver is, you see a very freshwater style rock
Because
layout.
of the rock layout, yeah.
And then you get close and you're like, oh wait, those are saltwater fish. Yeah. And then you see all the macros are like, oh, those are saltwater.
That's really cool.
So you also don't really see substrate like this very often either. I've gone for a really warm colored UNS Mojave contra sand, which brings out the warm colors and the macros too.
All right, to these forestas here.
Another thing that we do here out at ADG lately is just really selling a lot of these paludariums, because just the simplicity, it's really easy to maintain them. The high humidity environment here just is really good for most of these house plants that we stick in there. So we've got some really nice carnivorous plants, some pitchers here, and then begonias, all sorts of creeping plants, mosses. I mean, it's just really pleasant to look at and just not that hard to keep up with. If you can spray a spray bottle, you've pretty much got this down. And topping off the water here.
Topping off the water is the most painful part of my foresta.
Yeah,
I would say.
You do get quite a bit of evaporation from the atomizer going on all day, but I mean, it's really worth it. You usually lose about maybe a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch.
Yeah, so if you have trouble keeping, more of the rarer plants or harder plants that love high humidity, this is a perfect place to put it.
Just look at, they're just thriving in there. Really cool little dua setup here too. A sundew with some mosses on the bottom, a couple epiphytes to kind of tie it together. Really pleasant.
This is the other foresta.
60 centimeter version of what we just saw on the left there. We've got some really
cool
pictures. Yeah, look at the size of them.
Yeah,
they're really nice.
That's cool.
Begonias again, just rocking it, flowering up here. Look at the size of this one.
Wow, I didn't even notice that.
Yeah,
huge.
Little one here has like blood red pictures. Really nice. I like the club moss a lot too, the Selaginella.
Yeah.
This one's got like a nice blue to it.
Really loving this plant. This is, I think, Solano.
Yeah.
Eulanium or something like that.
Yeah, Selenium. And you'll see it all around here because I just...
it goes like a leaf.
Plant. I love how like the shape of the leaves.
Like that guy.
Yeah, the yellow tiger.
Tiger?
Yeah, yellow tiger endlers. Those are my favorite endlers.
Do you have them here for sale?
Yeah,
I'm gonna get some.
And we have a really cool Santa Maria endler too, which is just this neon orangish red all the way across the bottom, and then a pitch black stripe across the top.
Oh yeah, I gotta go see it.
So cool, yeah.
What's this?
This one is kind of still cycling and
Under
getting
construction.
ready. Under construction, work in progress. So not much here, but it's this the new UNS R reef systems. This is the R90. This is the R150. We've got a lot of acros going on in here. These Anthias are really popular too. They swim upside down.
Oh, that looks so crazy.
Yeah.
It looks like he's upside down.
Yeah, they chill down here, so they like pick.
Oh, he is upside down.
They are actually upside down, yeah.
What?
And the acropore here is just killing it, just rocking.
Yeah.
Growing really fast. I mean, they grow really fast in here. I really like these UNS R systems. They still have that 45-degree edge. Got a nice like soft close drawer on the side of the tank.
Oh yeah, let's see that drawer.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
with the soft close. We'll come here first. This is also a really popular highlight here in the gallery. This is a UNS 90S, 90 centimeter shallow tank. Main idea here is the emergent growth at the top. Just a lot of different plants up here.
Yeah.
Here's that selenium again. I really love the shape, the color of the leaves, and the way that they fan out. Basically what we did here is we created a wall of lava stone. It kind of filled in all the gaps with foam. So there's basically a big dam right here. We've covered the sides.
Okay.
With vinyl so that you don't see all the soil, but the soil is all the way to the top of the tank here.
Wow.
And then the plants are just planted. So right here, I'm already touching soil. Some of my favorite highlights here,
Earpiece.
the booses. And actually this tank brings a lot of attention to this fish, which is again, a bread and butter fish, a really common one that you'll see in every store. It's just a cherry barb, but the males in here are just really colorful and super attractive. Madagascar rainbows, threadfin rainbows.
You got a little hint of red plants there with a cherry barb, so it's cool.
Oh, the red plants were my idea too. Look at them from above. This is Ludwigia senegalensis. Really gorgeous. They're red with all these scribbles on the leaves. I really like this plant a lot.
All right, where are you taking us next?
Let's go to Mike's office tank.
Yep. I featured this tank before.
Tanganyikan cichlids. Just a really nice hardscape layout. Simple. Everybody's nesting all over the place here, just breeding all the time, killing it. These fish are really cool.
Let's talk about this Altum tank, or what do you call this tank exactly?
Yeah, we actually do call it the Altum tank. Couple geophagus in here. This is Gymnogeophagus balzanii. I really love this fish. The males get this giant hump on their forehead.
Yeah.
And of course the main star, Altum angelfish, true Altums. Tied for first place for my favorite fish, which would be either the Altum angelfish or the silver arowana. They just have a soft spot in my heart. Heckeleyes, gorgeous Heckeleyes. And then, yeah, just simple driftwood layout. This is...
Talk about this guy right here.
I believe this is an eeltail catfish. And again, I've never seen one with these colors on them. But these splotches have like this really baby blue, sky blue type of color to them, which is really neat. And he's always there. 750 gallons, I believe. This one's quite a bit of a pain to maintain though, since it's so tall.
Yeah.
I'm always up here on the ladder every Tuesday with a 4-foot siphon hose. These geos are always like spitting poop and stuff.
Yeah,
So
I
have
saw all
to
the
clean
poop there.
It's
lots of poop,
always
people.
back by the time I fill the tank back up. Like they just are always kicking it around.
What kind of stone is that?
This is Frotostone.
Frodo?
This is just a simple hardscape layout. I love single point lighting for the shimmer. So we've got the Kessel with a custom shroud on here. Rainbow fish, Indian glassfish, just a really nice little hardscape setup here. This is a 50 centimeter cube, also UNS tank. And this is where we like to have our little coffee table full of really cool literature. Me and Jeff try to curate a really nice collection of coffee table books.
I like how there's a random Porsche.
Yeah.
Is that Jeff's?
Yeah. His goal in life is to get a 911.
All right. What do you have here?
This is a 120U, so 120 centimeters. This is basically 4x2x2. Just a couple plants in here.
Yeah.
Not even a
minimal,
couple plants.
very minimal.
One species. It's a narrow leaf java fern. Costae tetras, they school super well.
They do.
Love this Costae tetra. Two other ones, the silver tip tetra and a bonita tetra. The bonita tetras actually kind of look a lot like the silver tips. This is a piece of Texas Select, one of the unique hardscapes that we carry here at ADG. And this one, though, sat in the client's tank for years and years and years.
It looks so pristine.
With plecos. And so over the years, they've really like rasped away at the wood and smoothed it out to this really beautiful, smooth texture.
Dang, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Look at that piece.
I know.
It kind of looks like the Antelope Canyons and stuff like that.
Oh,
Wow.
yeah.
Right?
And then I love this like horn that comes out
Yeah.
like this too. It's such a beautiful shape.
This
Right
is
over
fascinating
here.
right here.
Very cool concept tank here, and this is a 90L, so 90 longs. One fish in here, the glass catfish. Also another like fish that you'll see in every store. The cool thing about this is, which I really love, is that there's no light source above. It's just the UNS Atmos light screen behind it. One of the things that I love about the glass catfish is that when you're looking at them, when the light hits them just right, you see the rainbow going down the side of their body.
Footage earlier.
But the cool thing about this tank is since the light isn't coming from above, it doesn't have to hit it just right. It's coming from the side, so it always has that rainbow on the side of the body when you're looking at this tank.
Yeah.
From the front. So
Cool.
I love that idea. We had some black ghost knives in here before, and this was set up like around October. So the black ghost knives was really cool too, because you have the silhouette of the spider wood, and then you had the silhouette of the black ghost knives too, and it was just really neat.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
A cool concept take. Never seen anything like that before.
And this one was Jeff's vision as well. Huge attraction here is our also 700, 750-ish tank in the middle of the room, embu puffer.
Yep.
And then there's about 6 or 7 really big fire.
Oh, they're down here. Yeah.
Yeah, they're all about 2 feet long. You won't see them come out until later in the day, so maybe you can get some B-roll later. But
Yeah.
they come out, in the late afternoon, because that's when we feed them. And so second half of the day, you'll always see the fire eels out here just begging for food. So even these guys know what's going on. Mascara barb or the filament barb.
Yeah.
You never see them at this size. Again, just highlighting fish that you see all the time, but don't really appreciate for their full potential. Clown loaches in here as well. A lot of them are mismarked clown loaches. I really like mismarked clown loaches.
What do you mean mismarked?
Mismar is
Mismarked.
basically like the 3 stripes that they typically have on them. A lot of these have like a unique pattern. Maybe the stripe stops short, or there's like a spot instead of a stripe, that type of thing.
And you got a single flagtail Procholotus here.
Yeah, flagtails, love those. They're actually pretty good at keeping glass clean too. With those lips, they just like on the glass.
Wow, and this one.
Big attraction here is this 180 centimeter Iwagumi. This is a collaboration between me and Jeff as far as the Hardscape goes. And
There's only 3 pieces of Hardscape.
Yeah, and it's really
How long did it take you to select those 3 though?
So when I first started here, these 3 stones were already selected by Jeff, and actually one of the first tanks I scaped here was with him in this 180. And
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, with just 3 stones to work with, it is hard to get the balance right, the spacing, the orientation. So we spent a little bit of time getting it just right, and we're really pleased with how they lay out here. And then just one species, dwarf hairgrass. This is Eliocarus acicularis. I mean, just very simple, elegant, big group of green neon tetras, Parachirodon simulans. And just look at them swim. I love when they swim along that valley in the middle. It's just really beautiful.
How much CO2 you got pumping in here? Just a regular amount?
Pretty fast, I think. Oh yeah, like your typical like 2 or 3 bubbles per second type of thing. We've got 2 super jets running on this. So this is not superjet, this is an Aquavas, but yeah, this is the Cadillac of all canister filters here, the ADA Superjet ES 2400.
All right.
Moving on to this big reef tank.
This one's gonna have a lot of glare, so I'm gonna try to stay over here.
So just overall, a really big flex.
Yeah, pretty much.
This tank is basically a really big flex. I mean, just all the technology, all the bells and whistles down below.
MRC skimmer.
Get a shot of the control panel there, yeah.
Control panel.
All done through an iPad, I believe.
Wow. So I saw the diagram of this like before it was built, and it came out exactly how I thought it would.
Yeah, and it's just we had a little bit of a algae problem at the beginning, blacked it out for a little while, and now it's just kicking ass. 8 custom Kessel track lighting up there, designed specifically for this application here. Just a lot of really nice corals. Or any tilefish are
The
definitely
tilefish is my favorite.
definitely a highlight here.
Yeah.
We've got 2 of them in the tank.
Dang, they're so cool.
And just a lot of nice corals. Every week we're constantly adding, moving things around. The coral line's really coming in now too. Just a really cool hardscape layout too, you know, just like the rock work is really awesome.
Yeah.
Just real quick, here's where we sell all of our plants. 3 fluorescent systems to hold the Anubias. I'm actually in the middle of a maintenance session for these guys every Wednesday. Is when I maintain our plant room. Back here we have all of our stems and things that need to be underwater and in CO2. We've got the CO2 really pumping in this tank. Then lastly in the gallery we have these 3 tanks in the corner here. This is a 90U, so a 90 centimeter. We call this triple dragon because it's got 3 huge dragon stone as the main hardscape, and then just a really nice assortment of mosses all over the rocks, some anubias, some buces in here.
Do you name
Really cool,
all the scapes here?
No, it's just it's more of just like an inside joke between me and Jeff, but we call it triple dragon. Sometimes he'll do this like, karate thing. Another really beautiful layout. I like this one a lot. This is a 120p, 120 centimeters El Jefe stone from Tom Barr, all the way from California. Got a nice assortment of Limonophilia and Ludwigia in the back. Some red pops. Again, just moss looking really beautiful, all crawling on these rocks. Nice pristine-ish white sand. And then our main feature here, again, 2 really common tetras that you see in every shop, ember tetras and brass tetras, or the gold tetra. Fun fact, domesticated gold tetras won't look like that. Their color comes from a parasite that they get in the wild. And so the only way you get this reflective gold color on them is actually from a parasite in the wild. Sometimes they occasionally will infect like rummy noses or neon tetras, and they'll get that gold all over their body.
What?
Mm-hmm.
That's
So
pretty cool parasite.
even if-
More like a symbiotic relationship than anything.
Yeah, so it's not, I don't believe it's harmful to the fish, but yeah, just really cool that if you try to breed these in captivity, they won't look like that.
Okay, got it.
This is a 90p. This one features a really cool tetra that's not very common, so we do like to get uncommon fish too. This is a Amapaensis, so this is the Amapa tetra. Really beautiful neon stripe down the middle. Really cool colored fish, and they school really well. In here, you're just gonna see a ton of mosses. Again, mosses, buces. This plant in the back is Persicaria Sao Paulo. Really cool uncommon plant. And the tall ones in the back, that's the aerial column feather duster, which actually also has a fun story I'll tell you guys really quick. Back in the forum days, aerial column feather duster, somebody must have had like a typo and posted it up for sale as Father Duster instead of Feather Duster.
Oh.
And that name actually stuck for a little while.
Father Duster.
And so a lot of people were calling it Father Duster. I don't know if anybody remembers that. But some nice boost flowers coming out here.
Beautiful.
They're flowering all the time. You can see so many new buds just on every one of them. So this tank is doing really well and been here for a really long time. All right, so coming down this way, this is our fish room. Got all of our saltwater here on this side, freshwater here, and then all of our tissue cultures are over here. Really cool wall display. I really like.
I really love this wall
too.
display.
This one was done by Jeff and Austin, I believe, and we've got, just a little bit of hardscape.
A little bit hardscape.
Just a little bit of hardscape. pocket change, really.
You know what's crazy? There's even more in the back.
Yeah. Why don't we take a look at that?
Yeah, let's go.
it never gets old showing a customer who's never been here before.
Yeah.
This section. Everybody's reaction is just like wild. This is our Hardscape selection. This is the Texas Select that I was telling you guys about earlier.
But it's not like,
So again,
still rough.
yeah, it's very rough. It's got a really beautiful gold color to it though. I really like. But this stuff is Splinterville.
Splinterville.
when you're handling it. But it's just a really great wood. I use it a lot in a lot of my custom scapes for customers. Texas Select. Only here. Only here.
Wow, this is so
And we've got
impressive.
some giant pieces too. That pallet way up there in the corner, that's all Texas Select. That 20-foot piece of wood just standing over there.
That's Texas Select too?
Yeah.
Wow.
And then these gigantic Hakai stones. This one's the size of my torso. All of them are the size of my
Like $1,000 stone like
I know. Yeah, look at this piece of Texas. This is just gorgeous stuff, man.
Yeah.
I love the way the grain looks on this. It's just really beautiful. Huge Seiyu stone. Look at this. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. I bet it's heavier than I am.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love how it has a flat bottom. That's crazy.
And so does the stone. Frodo stone there. All the way from Poland. This is the legit stuff. And you can see like
Yeah,
I
all
was
the white.
telling you,
Okay,
all
I
the
get
white
it. I
in
see
here.
it,
Yeah. It's all marbled throughout, which is really cool.
Dang.
Manton, lava rock, spider wood as far as the eye can see.
Now back out to one of the last tanks, actually.
Oh yeah,
One of the
oh,
last
this one
tanks.
real quick. It's a Planet Aquarium. It's about 150 gallons. Some nice oak that we use. Rainbow fish again. These are pretty nice rainbows, so I like these guys a lot. And yeah, another Foresta we were working on for a customer here.
So wait, you make it, you grow it here, and you bring it over there?
Sometimes.
Wow. I wonder how, yeah. The logistics of that must be pretty crazy.
It's not too bad because it's in town. Like all you have to do is drain the water and then drive it over there. Everything's kind of like glued and secured into place anyways.
You got a cool Paludarium here.
Yeah.
All right, where can we find you?
All right, so I'm on Instagram as Ichthyophile. I know it's a little bit of a mouthful. I do a lot of photography, aquascaping, all that stuff. So come and find me, check me out, and thanks for joining in.
All right, we are so grateful that ADG lets us come down here and film. The space is amazing. It's one of my favorite visits all around the whole country, and now you know why. So until next time, folks, see you later.